The following is a selected video from yourteacher.com, where you can browse over 450 complete math lessons with example videos, interactive practice problems, self-tests, and more. Try a complete lesson today at yourteacher.com.
Two cars leave from the same place at the same time and travel in opposite directions. One car travels at 55 miles per hour and the other at 75 miles per hour. After how many hours will they be 520 miles apart? Let's start this problem by setting up a diagram so that we can visualize what's going on. We have two cars starting from the same place and heading in opposite directions. They end up 520 miles apart. If we use this arrow going to the left to represent the distance the first car travels, and the arrow going to the right to represent the distance the second car travels, then you can see from the picture that the two distances will add to 520 miles. So setting up a little equation, we have the distance the first car travels, or d1, plus the distance the second car travels, or d2, equals 520. Now let's set up a chart to organize the rest of the information in the problem. And we're going to base our chart on the formula that we talked about in the previous example. Rate times time equals distance. Remember from your coin problems that the formula goes across the top of the chart. Rate times time equals distance. Down the left side, we have our two cars, car 1 and car 2. The rate for the first car is 55 miles per hour. The rate for the second car is 75 miles per hour. We don't know the time for each car, but we do know that since they leave at the same time, the two times are equal. So let's call the time for each car x. The distance for the first car will then be the rate of the first car times the time of the first car, which is 55 times x, or 55x. The distance for the second car will be the rate of the second car times the time of the second car, which is 75 times x, or 75x. So these two values represent the distances for the two cars. And remember from our picture that the distance for the two cars will add to 520. So we can set up a little box down below and put 520 in it so that our equation will read 55x plus 75x equals 520. And solving from here, we get x equals 4. Since x represents the time for each car in our chart, we know that our cars will be 520 miles apart after 4 hours. And that's our answer.